tell you what I fancy for my dinner. Some paella and a pint of Estrella. I think that would be absolutely delightful. Welcome back to Talk Norwich City, everyone. Jack Reeve, Norwich City 2, Coventry City 1. Sexy football beating Mark Robbins' side. Goals from Josh Sargent and Borja Sainz. Callum O'Hare, Mr. No Socks, scoring for Coventry City. Look, Coventry was 6th going into today's game. And this felt big. This felt like the type of game that if you won, you feel very much back in it and back in amongst the playoff spots. If you lose it, well, the distance grows, doesn't it, between those playoff spots and us. Norwich City got the job done in a really fun way. I thought we looked really bright. And I must say, ever since, Southampton, Hull, 2 really good results, I thought the performances were, how do I put it, sketchy, but defensive and, got the job done. I thought the performances against West Brom and today really promising. I think that's eight unbeaten at home for Norwich City now. Yes, there were defeats last week to Leeds and Liverpool. I thought, in the Leeds game, we weren't too bad. We were beaten by the better side, £36 million Ruta doing his business. Liverpool beat us, dismantled Chelsea. There was no disgracing losing that game. But this felt important. This felt like the game that we needed to bounce back and put in a performance. And we did it. And we came from behind. And that makes it really impressive. I thought for the first 20 minutes, we were the better side. There were chances. I wouldn't say they were clear cut, but there were chances. And we were knocking the ball about nicely. And we looked really balanced. And actually, for the first half, I thought it was a really fun game. I thought both sides looked good. Coventry are a good side. They've got some real talent in there. I really like Sakamoto. I think he looks bright. Elliot Sims up front is a handful. Callum O'Hare is a delightful player. Hadji Wright on the left side is equally as exciting. There's some good players in there. And they took the lead. Haven't watched the goal back. It looked like slightly sloppy defending from us, but it was a nice finish from O'Hare. And at that point, you're thinking, right, we need to find a way. And we need to find it quickly because we cannot lose this game. And Norwich dug in, and they dug in really well. I like the shape that we set about. I think we actually looked better once Sarah dropped slightly deeper and Ashley Barnes came onto the pitch. I'm still not overly sure about Marcelino Núñez. I think at times he looks really bright. At other times, I think he just goes missing, and that concerns me slightly. Núñez came off, and I thought from that point onwards, we looked far better. Fair play to David Wagner. I thought his substitutions were absolutely bang on today. I thought the impact from Ashley Barnes was really impressive. His passing, his hold up play. He links up with Sargent really nicely. I thought Hernandez, when he came on, looked bright and put their fullbacks on the back foot. Granted, didn't connect too many crosses, but I thought looked impressive. McCallum came on late and looked good. Mr. Van Hooijdonk came on, and he's big, isn't he? He's big. That could be exciting. But this is the type of performance that gets people excited and gets you on the edge of your seat. It was a fantastic finish from Josh Sargent. I think in the lead up to that, there was a handball, I think. So if Sargent hadn't have finished, then I suspect we may well have had a penalty. But it was a good finish from Sargent, and we just looked like a different side when Sargent is in the team and on the pitch. I think he is the orchestrator to this side. He is the man that keeps this team ticking over like a finely tuned metronome. He is a real talent. If you give him a chance, he most likely scores it and presses and sets a precedent for this side. I think we just look so much better with Josh Sargent in the team, and actually quite an exciting championship team when he's in there. And Borja Sainz was the man that scored the winner, and he is devilishly exciting. I think we were all screaming out to see a little bit more of Borja when, he's had injury issues, and I think Wagner was looking to kind of just ease him into things. And actually, there's a spice about this lad. There is an excitement. There is a needle about him. He wants to set himself in games. He wants to make a mark. I mean, I think it was in the first half, wasn't it, when he was getting really stuck into Sakamoto and letting him know he was there. And yeah, I like that. I like that about my winger. I want him to get stuck in. I want him to be involved. It was the same with Wendy when we had him. There's a red card in there at some point, but equally there's match-winning potential, and we saw it today. It was an absolutely superb finish from Borja Sainz. He's so busy, he connects play, he finishes. There is a screamer in him. He is exciting. He is why you go and pay good money to watch Norwich City, because he can change games. He is mightily exciting. I absolutely love Borja Sainz. He is that energy that just has the potential to scare teams. And that's really, really exciting. That front three today in kind of Sainz, Johnny Rowe wasn't even playing. You got Gabby Sarra, you got Josh Sargent, you've got some of the finest talents in the Championship there. And, for the first time in a long while, it looks like they are being allowed to play, and there isn't a balance there. Look, it wasn't perfect. Of course it wasn't. Coventry were down to 10. It was a clear red. But we scrapped and we earned it, and there was a balance about the side. I think that was the word that I kind of pulled out of the West Brom performance, was balance, because so often this season we've either been really good going forwards and just shocking at the back, or we've been the opposite, and it feels different. Since Sargent has been back, it does feel different, and maybe that was what we were missing all along, was a Josh Sargent. I still think there is more to come out of this side, and I think Wagner, of course, has more to prove. It's been an mostly overwhelming campaign from Norwich, but in the last month, we have turned things around, and we do look better, and we are within touching distance of the top six. Hull are in 6th on 45. We're in 8th on 44. Hull do have a game in hand. Yes, it's very tight behind that top 6, but Hull, Coventry, Sunderland, Preston, Watford, Middlesbrough, Cardiff, I would say we're better than most of them. I would say we are within a chance of the top 6, and that's exciting. Of course it's exciting. We're only 4 points behind West Brom, who are in 5th. So why can't we do it? Why can't we put a run together now? There's a favourable fixture list coming our way. It's QPR up next, then it's Watford at home, then it's Cardiff at home. We are moving in the right direction, it feels, and I'm excited about what's to come. Is David Wagner still the right man? Look, I'll let you have that conversation down in the comment section below. But for this evening, I'm going to celebrate Borja Sainz. I'm going to celebrate Josh Sargent. I'm going to celebrate Gabriel Sarra. I'm going to celebrate the big saves for Angus Gunn, and I'm going to enjoy my paella and my pint of Estrella. Thanks very much for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.